How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to some more Link to the Past. In today's video, we're actually going to be getting our first sword upgrade, which is going to put us at the level 3 sword, which I believe, or level 3 Master Sword, which I believe is called the Tempered Master Sword. I think that's how it's written in the game's manual. But from what I remember, I think it's twice as strong as the Master Sword. Something along those lines there, but it's pretty powerful in this game compared to A Link Between Worlds, where the sword upgrades aren't really too great of a difference, but in this game, this is like the OG, so we're getting the good stuff. We're gonna collect some rupees in Kakariko Village. I believe there's like 300 in this chest, and I think there's another room with 100 maybe. But either way, on the Switch version of either Link to the Past GBA or the SNES version, a fast way to get rupees is just doing the little I don't know what it's called, if it's called the treasure house or something, but the minigame in that building there, you can play the game, and then so when I was kind of testing it out earlier, the chests actually aren't set like at any particular time, like they're constantly changing, so you could just keep on rewinding until you get what you want from the chests. It might take a heck of a long time, but that way you don't lose anything. But otherwise, I don't really think... I think the game is pretty generous in terms of giving out rupees. You really only need to grind for them only like a little bit of the time, I feel. If you're just like slashing all the bushes and whatnot and just getting everything that could possibly have rupees in it. You can see I was just jamming out a little bit to the little shop music. I don't know what those things are supposed to be. I don't know if they're like armadillos or something, or what they're supposed to be, but they always got the moves, so dance with them. I think we're also getting, this is the video where I get the next bottle upgrade, and then, excitingly enough, we are going to be getting our first mail upgrade next video, and not like mail like a letter, but like what Link's wearing, mail, armor. So the way to get the sword upgrade is to lift this rock up, talk to this little frog guy, and now we are going to be able to bring it back into the light world. I don't know exactly where you're supposed to switch back, but I always like switching back by the house, just because it seems to make the most sense to switching back there. But oddly enough, we don't really do this with any other being. We do it with the chest that's gonna appear in just a bit, but for some reason Link just doesn't go out of his way to bring people back from the Dark World in this fashion, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he just is going off of hope that he's gonna be able to save everyone. I don't know, but maybe it's only for personal gain, I suppose. Otherwise, Link doesn't feel they're worth saving. But you can talk to these guys, they're just gonna say thank you, and then this guy's gonna tell you to bring your... Oh no, I guess he doesn't tell you to bring your sword in. But we can walk back in, and he's gonna upgrade our sword for a discount, I believe. Yeah, big discount, 10 rupees. And now we swing without a weapon. We are just punching. But it does not do any damage. So, I don't know. I guess I would think it would be easier just to stop the animation from occurring when you press the slash button, but I guess it was easier just to make the sword not be there. Maybe it would have been a bigger hassle to get rid of the animation, but I don't know. We can knock down all these little gravestone thingies. I always thought they were gravestones, but I don't know if that's what they're actually supposed to be. They kind of look like gravestones to me, so I'm just going to call them gravestones. You can knock all these down, and there's going to be a piece of heart we can get. And this is actually one of the last heart pieces we're getting, actually. No, I said actually twice there, but these were these. Because we only have 1, 2... I believe we only have 3 more heart containers that we're getting from, like, bosses. So, here's the chest that we are going to take back with us. You can do this once you get your sword back, or you can just do it as soon as it appears. Either way, it's going to give you a bottle, which, in my opinion, like, I don't know how I felt about bottles in this game at the start of the playthrough, but I feel like bottles are really useful in this game compared to maybe some of the other ones. Just for example, like I feel Majora's Mask bottles are kind of useless. They give you 7 of them, but you lose your stuff when you travel, and I don't know. The only thing I would ever put in them. Okay, I shouldn't say that I find the bottles useful. I find the amount of bottles that they give you useless. I just think that Majora's Mask they're probably trying to find ways to fill up the item slots and just decided that, hey, let's fill everything up with bottles, which is, I don't know, I don't think it was a smart decision on their part just to make a whole bunch of bottles, but it is what it is, and kind of useless in my opinion. Like, 1 or 2 bottles would have been fine, but the fact that we have 7 is just, it's a lot. Ocarina of Time I can understand, just because, like, fairies are a bit more useful, plus collecting the pose and whatnot, just feels like there's a lot more 4 bottles in that game, like use-wise. Maybe there's not, but I always found them more useful in Ocarina of Time just because you don't lose them when you time travel. But it is what it is. So, got our 4th bottle here, which is kind of unusual for some Zelda games. A lot of times you get the bottles a bit later on, especially the last one, but not in this game. So, 4 bottles, and we can store whatever we want in them. I usually like to have 2 fairies on hand, blue potion, and then maybe another blue potion, or a red potion, or a green potion. Whatever I'm feeling, or maybe even 3 fairies. Just depends on where I'm headed. I don't know why this tree started talking to me, because I don't think I was pressing any other button besides the movement button. So, I guess he was just really happy to see me, and just decided to spark up a conversation. I don't know. Because I thought that the trees had to like fire a bomb at you first before they could talk to you, but maybe not. So now that we have the bottle, we can go back up here, head up to the little blacksmith, and we can get our upgraded sword. Which, again, I don't remember the exact damage, how much it does, but it's greater than the Master Sword, so it's a nice little upgrade. Only other things left to do this video are to head to the next temple and get a few more heart pieces, I believe. Just gonna lift that on up, and it's weird, even when the Titans meet, Link can't walk around with those big boulders. And I never really understood why. Like, he can walk around with the smaller ones. I don't know if it would have just been harder to animate, him holding something bigger over his head, and then walking, or how that works, but either way, as jacked as he is, he can't move around with even the smaller boulders. Well, not the lighter colored boulders with the Titans mate. Okay. So I think it actually makes a different noise too when you're slashing it. That's what I was testing out there, because it sounds a little bit different than the Master Sword did. So, if you want to, you could just head to the next temple, but we got a few more things left to do. So we're gonna go ahead and do them, because there's some heart pieces here we can grab. But I think both of them are in the Dark World. Actually, I think it's just one of them is in the Dark World, but we still do need to be in the Dark World to get the other one. So, this little swamp area is going to be used for the next dungeon, actually. By the time we get here, we're going to have the blue mail, so enemies are going to deal a little bit less damage. So, it'll be somewhat easier than what that little flying goblin thing just did to me, and took away like 3 hearts or so. So, nothing to worry about there. So, push that one to the right, and then I believe we're going to push this one to the right, that one top, and then this one left. I don't know why I did it that way, but it worked. And I just like playing the flute for some reason. But it's alright. And then we're going to head on up to this corner over here. Wait for it. So around this area, I think I was in the wrong spot right now, but let's see. Yeah, because I was just barely clipping onto that boulder. There we go. So down this little cavern, there's going to be a little block puzzle, and it's actually not very difficult. I was looking at it thinking, oh my gosh, what do I have to do? But it's really simple, you just keep pushing up. There we go. So, we've done pretty much everything there is to do. I believe we have all the side items that we can get in our main inventory. So for now, you can just stock up on potions, get yourself some fairies. You can upgrade your bombs, your arrow capacities if you'd like. That's what I do since I do have a little bit of rupees left over, as you can see. And then whenever you talk to this lady, she'll always give you a red potion refill, so that's always nice for your low on health, and you're just like, yeah, I kind of don't want to buy a potion. Just talk to her and she'll give you one for free. But you don't get to keep it in a bottle, it's just for your health. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, gonna do a little cut here in a second because I'm gonna grind off all those bombs and arrows. You'll see once the cut's over. Should be happening just. And I don't know if I showed this room. I think I maybe bombed it off screen, but I can't remember because I've been there a few times. This is where I'm going to be getting the arrow capacity upgraded to 50, and I think the maximum is either 70 or 75 for bombs and arrows. Or maybe it's 50 for bombs and 70 for arrows. I'm not sure how that works, but either way, we are definitely more than ready for anything that needs arrows or bombs at this point. It's just a matter of being like extra prepared. But that is going to do it for this video. In the next video, we're going to take on the, I think it's called the Ice Palace. So we're going to head there, get our tunic upgrade, and that's going to do it.